I was interested in getting a finger on the pulse of Canadian operators' understanding of fuel cell electric buses and their inclination to consider the technology. Battery electric buses kind of taking off with the market. There's been over 1,000 awards for battery electric buses across the states, whereas currently there's only about 42 outstanding fuel cell electric bus deliveries. So that's a big gap. CTE's mission is to move clean vehicles into the marketplace. And we do this by identifying operators and connecting them with OEMs. Part of making sure that zero-emission bus technology is commercialized is making sure that it's deployed in the best manner in applications that work, so the whole industry doesn't get a black eye. Because the technology does work, but it's still at the stage where it's not a drop-in one-to-one replacement for conventional technology. So we need to do a lot of upfront work in terms of route modeling, rate modeling, to make sure we deploy the technology in the smartest way.
So I described the transition to zero emissions technology in our bus fleet, the fact that our streetcars are already electric, the subways are already electric. So the last portion of our service fleet is bus, and we're looking to go zero emissions on that. Our first effort here is in battery electric technology, and in particular long-range battery electric. But we're also looking at opportunity charge buses. We're also looking at kind of monitoring the evolution of fuel cell, continue to look at CNG or RNG, as well as hydrogen fuel cell. I mentioned that. So it's incredibly valuable, especially early on in the life of new technologies, to share with the industry your learnings and to learn from others, obviously. CUTRIC, in addition to providing the forum, though, provides services like the modeling that we're taking advantage of, and that really allows us to know, as best you possibly can, how this new technology will perform in our network. And we can use that as a baseline to measure against as we go forward, and feed into the broader transit community through that consortium as well.
Well, it's really great to see all those people that came from across Canada, to be here to talk about mobility, about all the new development that we're having. So, like at Novabus, we have our electric bus, battery electric bus, but it's also very good to hear about hydrogen and to hear about all the other projects that are ongoing. And with CUTRIC, that is overseeing all those projects, it's really great. We are very happy to hear that, to see that the Quebec government has such a strong plan to move toward the electromobility. With our electric buses, we are ready, to penetrate the market, and it's also a great thing to have visionary leaders. So the Quebec Minister of Transportation is really a good example, and with the Quebec government, they have set those goals, to move toward the electromobility, and actually we are already offering hybrid buses in Quebec to the Quebec agency, so this is just a continuity.
Their battery electric car, it's a single driver, so it's designed for the cell marathon. So it's designed for the efficiency, to use the least amount of energy to travel the most long distance.
We ended up with 103.64 kilometers per kilowatt hour. That was our final result. So in Manitoba hydro rates are about 8.2 cents per kilowatt hour. So basically to go 100 kilometers costs about 8 cents worth of electricity.
We hope to get more information on the battery, so they can have better propulsion system, battery and the motor stay aside.